Time with Kelly and Luke.
Hey everybody, it's Kelly and Luke. Yes, today our story is from what do you think? What book?
Bible.
From the Bible. The Bible is God's Word. So we know that it's true because it's from God's Word. Now today I'm actually using one of Luke's books. It's Bible Stories in 5 Minutes. It's a great book. Put out by the Gospel Project. So I'm not going to be going through this. This is a story that Luke loves for us to read and to tell with him. So he's going to help me. You going to help me today? Yes. Okay. Now, it's a very familiar story that I think some of you are going to know. So we'll listen and see. Okay. So this is from 1 Samuel chapters 16 and 17. That's right. All right. Now, we have the people, the Israelites, and they really wanted a king. So God had given them Saul for a king, and he was a good king at first, but then he started to disobey God. So God decided to choose a new king. And God told his prophet Samuel, can you say Samuel? Samuel. He told Samuel to go to Bethlehem and find a man named, do you remember his name? Jesse, that's right, a man named Jesse. And he said that he's chosen one of his sons to be Israel's new king, and that he would show Samuel which one that was going to be. So Samuel travels to Bethlehem. Do you like you're walking with your fingers? He travels to Bethlehem. All right, thank you. So he's in Bethlehem, and he asked Jesse if he can see his sons. And he sees Jesse's first son, his oldest one, and he was really big and strong. Can you do big and strong? Big and strong and handsome, so good looking. And Samuel thought, surely he must be the new king. But you know what God said to him? God said, nope. Tell me nope. Do you like this? Nope. He said, no, it's not him. You, people, men, can only see what's on the outside of a man, but I can see inside his heart. So who can see inside the heart?
God can only Luke and
That's right. Luke and Mama can't see inside there, but God can see inside people's hearts. We only see the outside. So Jesse brought his next son to Samuel, and his next, and his next, and his next. How many sons? Let's count. It's going to be 7. You ready? Can you count for me? 1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7 sons. So 7 sons of Jesse's were brought before Samuel. But each time, God said, nope, that's not him.
And I won't.
You did. Very good. So Samuel asked Jesse, he says, do you have any more sons? So Jesse says, yes, he has one more son, the youngest one. What's the youngest son's name? David. And he was out taking care of the sheep. That's right. So when David came, God said, that's the one. Point like you're pointing. That's the one.
That's the one.
That's right. Anoint him. So Samuel took a horn that had oil in it. Think oil kind of like your mama might cook with. And he poured it over David. So pretend like you're pouring. Okay, so he poured it over David. And from that day on, the Spirit of the Lord was with David. Now, Israel was at war with the
Philistines.
Say it a little clearer again.
The Philistines.
The Philistines. That's right. Picture 2 hills. On one side is Saul and all the Israelites. That's right. And on the other side is the Philistines. Good job. All right, hands down. So the Philistines had a big warrior named Goliath. And he was a giant. He was about 9 feet 9 inches tall. Now that is way tall. We are not that tall. And he had really heavy armor that he wore to protect himself. His armor by itself was 125 pounds. That's a lot. He carried a big sword and a spear with a heavy iron point. So this guy was a warrior. He was used to fighting people. So one day, Goliath marched out and shouted, "There's no need for all of us to fight. Choose one man." Show me one. "Choose one man to fight me. If he wins, we will be your servants. But if I win, then you will be our servants." Saul and the Israelites were terrified. That means they were really scared. No one wanted to fight Goliath. Show me your scared face. Oh, no, yeah. Nobody wanted to fight Goliath. Well, every morning and every evening for 40 days. How many days?
40 days.
40 days, Goliath kept marching out and challenging the Israelites. But no one dared to fight him. Now, Jesse's 3 oldest sons, count to 3.
1, 2, 3.
That's right. His 3 oldest sons were at the battle with Saul, who was still king at this time. And so one day Jesse, that's David's dad, told David to go and check on his brothers. So David got there and he was checking on them. And right as he's checking on them, Goliath is marching out. And so David's getting to hear what Goliath is saying every day. And he watches as all the Israelites are trembling with fear. Show me your scared face again. They're really scared. And David is seeing that. Now David says, "Who is this Philistine?" Put your hand like, "Who is this Philistine to challenge the armies of the living God?" David demanded.
I know, Goliath was.
That's right. Goliath was that Philistine. That's right. And King Saul, he heard about what David had said, and he sent for him. So he said, "Come here, David." And David said, "I'll fight this Goliath for you." But King Saul says, "You can't fight this giant. You're just a little boy." Show me little. "You're just a boy." Okay? But David said, "When a lion or bear attacks my father's sheep, I just grab it by its fur and strike it down. This giant will be like one of them. God saved me from the lion and the bear, and he'll save me from Goliath." So Saul agreed, even though he thought David's just a young boy, but Saul agreed to let David fight. He even gave him his own armor to wear. And David tried to strap on the armor and tried to walk, but he said, "I can't even walk in these. They were so heavy." So he took them off. Didn't even use the fancy armor and swords and things that they had. So then David goes and gets what? What does David go and get? He gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of something. What does he get?
5 stones.
5 stones. So he goes and finds 5 smooth stones, and he puts them in his pocket, in his pouch. And he goes off to face Goliath. Oh boy. It's kind of scary, isn't it? Oh yeah. So when David saw Goliath coming, he shouted, "Am I a dog that you come to fight me with sticks?" Okay, because Goliath has a sword. He has a shield. He's got armor on. But yet, all David has is what? He has his sling and what? 5 what? What did he bring?
5 smooth stones.
That's right, 5 smooth stones. So Goliath's got all this, and all David brings are these sticks and rocks. Oh boy. But David says to Goliath, "You come to fight me with a spear and a sword, but I come in the name of God, and he will hand you over to me." David ran toward Goliath. As he ran, he put a stone in his sling. All right, get ready. Round and round went the sling. Round and round went the sling. And at just the right moment, David let it go, and the stone sailed through the air, and it hit Goliath right on the forehead, and he fell down on the ground. Fell face down on the ground. That's right, just like Luke did. He fell face down. So when the Philistines saw that their hero was dead, they ran away. They didn't want to keep fighting. They ran away. The Israelites gave a great shout, say, "Yay!"
Yay!
And they chased after him. And they chased after the other the Philistines that had run away. That's right. Good job. And that was how God used David, a young shepherd boy, to defeat the mighty giant Goliath. Now, we were talking about how the Lord looks at the what? The heart. So, I don't know if any of you have made yours yet, and if you haven't, that's okay. So turn it and let them see this side. Luke and I made magnifying glasses, which help you see things better. Okay, and so we put a heart right here because who looks at the heart?
God.
That's right, God looks at the heart, and we can only see the outside, but God has extra special vision. Okay, He's God. He can see everything, and He sees the heart. So we made a magnifying glass to remind us of how the Lord looks at the heart, even though man can just see the outside. So I hope you were able to make it. It's okay if it's not perfect. Ours aren't either. All right, but we had fun coloring it and getting it all ready to show you guys. That is going to be linked with this video also. So remember, doesn't matter what you look like, doesn't matter how big or little you are, God can still use you because God looks at your heart. That's right. Now, stay tuned because after this video is going to be a song that you need to get up and do the motions with, okay? So, bye-bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
You see when I'm sad, you see when I'm mad, you still love me and you want to help. When you look at me, I want you to see L-O-V-E, love for my friends and family. No matter what I see, God sees the inside